Hey, what's up everybody? Cole here with another Alliance Wake gear guide review for 2022. Today we're going to check out the Liquid Force Quest. Alright, so the Quest is a surf style board in the Liquid Force Wakesurf line. This board is on the higher end of their wake surfers. We got a 4.3 right here. We have two bigger sizes as well. Just right out of the box, I did notice this thing is really lightweight. It's got a lot of carbon going around the board. It's got an EPS core with a wood stringer, so you get that classic surfboard light feel to it. Kind of continuing on the shape, we do have a really crispy edge here, on the rails. It's definitely not a completely rounded rail. It definitely has a bit of a sharp edge to help you grip a little bit more on that wave. Also, we got a really fat tail here, and I really like these, especially for wake surfers. They're a little smaller, but you get a good bit of push from that bigger tail. This board is just a twin fin setup, so it is pretty loose compared to maybe a thruster or a quad setup, but I definitely didn't, struggle getting the speed. I think it's a little bit on the wider side, and that, like I said, that tail just gives you a lot of drive down the wave. On the top here, we've got the EVA traction, plenty of grip, and it's not too crazy thick to where you feel separated from the board. So it's a nice solid pad to have on top of there. With having the twin fins, a lot of people feel like it's very loose at times or more of a cruisy style board. Surprisingly, it did grip and rip pretty good. Being able to come and bottom turn. And it was nice when doing those, your hacks on the wave because it released a lot easier than others. But also when doing airs, it still was able to hold that line and give you enough traction to control yourself when you're doing those airs. There's a lot of little things that stack up to make this board pretty rad, but let's check out the categories and see where this thing lands. So the first category we check out is stays and wave. We go 1 through 10 on this. 1 means it's falling out the back, 10 means it's got a lot of speed. This board right here came in at an 8. Like I said, it is a 4.3. There's two other sizes that are bigger than this, but I'm 6'2", 180 pounds, and this board carried me very well. So I really like the way it stays in the wave. So if you're a bigger guy or just like a bigger board, you can step up and you're definitely gonna have no problem staying in that wave. The next category we check out is carve. We go 1 through 10. 1 means it's really bad, out of control. 10 means it's nice and locked in and does what you want it to do. Now this carve on this one came in at a 7 out of 10. I feel like with the rails just being slightly sharper than rounded off. And then you also got the twin fin, which isn't the most locked in feel, but I did feel like the combination of the two had a pretty good carve on it, and that's why it's gonna be a 7 out of 10. Next category is pop. We go 1 through 10, 1 being no pop at all, 10 being you get the most pop you could possibly want. Now for this board right here, we did come in at a 7 out of 10 on the pop. I felt like the nice fat tail, you had plenty of speed all the way on the bottom turn, all the way up the wave to get the air that you needed. So you had plenty of speed and plenty of control. Even though you did have the twin fin, I felt like there was still enough control to be consistent on those airs. The last category we check out is ability. We go 1 through 10, 1 for beginners, 10 for expert. And when we do this, just so you guys know, if it's a beginner board, doesn't mean you can't be an expert on it. It's more focused toward the beginners. So with that being said, this Quest comes in at a 4 on the scale, and that is because it's actually really easy to ride. It's gonna be easy for someone to stay in the wave, but then we also have the ability to progress your riding, and that board will stick with that. So it's not something that's gonna limit your riding if you want this board to start off with. And I wouldn't say it's a first time beginner board, but if you're looking for a board that could be your first board, but also last you a while and progress through that beginner to intermediate to maybe an advanced stage, this board will get it done. So that about wraps it up for the Liquid Force Quest for 2022. If you guys want to head over to liquidforce.com, you can find this board in all the sizes that they have to offer, and even check out all the other surfers they've got. Another thing, if you like the video, hit that like button, just help us out a little bit. And then also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. That way you don't miss out on any other reviews coming out in the future. I'm Cole, we'll see you on the next one.